We've been covering a lot of stuff on the comic book resource page. Now we're going to jump over to StarWars.com and see what some of the more projects that they have listed there. First project, something that is as little as known about any of the projects that we've talked about today. Even less is known about this project, and that is an untitled Taika Waititi film. So StarWars.com is I guess reporting, but this is also based off of the announcement that was made last Thursday. A brand new Star Wars feature with acclaimed filmmaker and Academy Award winner Taika Waititi is in development. Taika's approach to Star Wars will be fresh, unexpected, and ... unique. His enormous talent and sense of humor will ensure the audiences are in for an unforgettable ride. And you guys, I have to be honest. This excites me so much. I think this is going to be so cool. This is probably as excited as I am for a Patty Jenkins Rogue Squadron movie. I don't care what story Taika Waititi decides to tell. Every project he's ever worked on, without exception, I have unabashedly loved. It's completely wonderful. And he's just a wonderful human being with a wonderful sense of humor, and who knows what it's going to be like. But hey, if it's anything like what Thor Ragnarok turned out to be, I'm in.
He is such and New Zealanders in general, actually. I think there's a hidden resource in performers in New Zealand that are finally coming out as far as becoming more mainstream. Their skill and talent as performers is one thing. Their ability to interact with each other is delightfully another. You talked briefly about the fact that you and I are both improvisers. I think Taika has a really good keen awareness of what it means to be a storyteller, while also knowing that there's the community. Improv, for many people, they don't realize that it's actually all about connection with your partner. I want to make you look good, you make me look good, we make each other look awesome. And I think Taika's smart enough in his career to know that there are other people just as talented in different ways than he is, and he brings those people in so well, and he highlights them so well. I think you're right. I don't want to say he can't do no wrong, because it's going to happen.
Well, everybody has a bad day at the office. Like Spielberg is arguably one of...
He's going higher and higher.
Yeah, exactly. Spielberg is arguably one of the best filmmakers of all time. Arguably. And we can all point out a few films, Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, that have just been complete garbage. Complete garbage.
If you don't want to talk about midichlorians, I don't want to talk about that movie
What
existing
movie?
either. Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, everybody has a bad day at the office. There have been times working on an airplane that I have been less than savory. I hope that I'm more savory than not when I'm at work. And just like this show, like we all have bad days at the office, but I think that with such a high profile type thing, but then again, high profile doesn't necessarily mean anything. We've had high profile things in the past, kind of Turn to Dust, Rise of Skywalker, and that doesn't preclude anything from happening. But I think given his proclivity towards inclusion, not just in like other demographics, but in terms of real life, like kind of piggybacking of what you were saying, Eric, understanding the style of storytelling and the type of storytelling that he's doing, and allowing other people to have just as much of a voice as his. And again, looking at his filmography within The Mandalorian, I think could lend itself to being like absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
He's got a really cool opportunity as well. I think he, along with a lot of other directors and writers and producers, I'm thinking the Edgar Wrights, I'm thinking the Tarantinos. These are people that are very niche in what they do, but in reality, they are the ones that actually care. I
Yeah.
mean, Mandalorian's a great example. Jon Favreau, who is a nerd, who has created so much nerdy stuff
Mm-hmm.
for us in the big screen. Uh, he puts that effort in. He's not just doing it because it's a paycheck. He's a fan, and he's willing to put the effort and the energy in to make something that the fans want as well because he wants it. Uh, Seth
Rogen.
is also one of those. Seth Rogen is another one of those that I am constantly surprised in the fact that's a really good Seth Rogen laugh.
When I grow my beard
but
out
that
a little bit more,
mentality
you'll
of-
see.
I can see it. I can totally see it. Um, but that mentality of he puts the effort in, puts the energy forward, and it's not something that if he cannot rush it, it's a win. And my biggest worry is that Taika's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's always production and producer pressure on these sort of things, and there's a small worry that at some point it's going to become a get out of here. We got someone else we're going to bring in because we want this and this and this, and you're saying no to it. I hope as long as he's given that freedom, he's going to succeed. So I hope that Disney's willing to, of course, continue to hand that over.
I agree.
In the really delightful way.
I agree. Question is for you guys: what would you like to see from a Taika Waititi created cinematic experience in the Star Wars universe? Jump on down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Scrooge McDuck would want you to do. DuckTales, woo!